for Virginia, stand up. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 2.0 Grandma Podcast. I am so delighted today because this is a show about grandmas, for grandmas, by a grandma. Today, I have the honor and pleasure of having with me a young lady who is, oh my God, a person after my own heart. She is a grandma like I am, but she calls herself the Grandmapreneur. I cannot wait for you guys to hear what all that means. I am so excited to have Miss Connie Inukai on the show with me today. Connie, welcome. Yay.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
having me. Thank you for having me on here. I'm so excited.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. You are so welcome. I cannot wait to get into what you're doing, what this whole Grandmapreneur thing is all about. I can't wait for the listeners to hear about that because guess what? I believe there's probably some grandmas out there who would love to do something similar, but might be a little bit intimidated. So I want you to enlighten us and tell us how you got started. But before we jump into that, please let's talk about you, Connie, as a grandma, and then we'll get into the business side of Connie. Okay. So tell us about who you are.
Okay. So I call myself Grandmapreneur because I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm a grandma first. My grandchildren come before everything.
All right.
And I work my schedule around my grandkids.
Oh, wow. I love that because most people don't do that.
Right. Well, I do that. And I'm sure that you must do that too.
I fit them in. Yeah. I'm going to be quite frank with you. Yes.
Well, I have 3 of them that live near me. So they come over a few times a week and I drop everything so I can play with them.
Yes, and I do that. I love that because there's nothing like this time that you have with them. It is a beautiful time. It brings me so much joy, and I'm sure the same for you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then I have 3 grandchildren who live in California. I'm on the East Coast, but they're coming here next month. Oh. They're going to New York, and my son is asking me to come to New York to play with the kids because I don't get to see them so much. So I'm so excited.
And what are their ages, Connie?
The oldest 2 are both 11. They're cousins, but they're the same age. And the next one is 10. And then there's 2 7-year-olds from different families. And there's a 2-year-old. And then there's 1 on the way.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're pretty running neck to neck there. You're about to catch up with me. I have 7. So age range 19 months up to 20. Okay,
well, great.
Yes.
So you're a very young looking grandma to have a almost 20-year-old.
Right. Thank you. I always say we're really close in age. He's 20. I'm 26.
Okay, good. Well, I'm 36, so there.
I even got them saying that, so how old is grandma? Yeah, so I got them trained on that. But anyway, Connie, it's so exciting for you to be on today because, like I said, I think that our grandmas, our listeners will want to hear what you're doing, how you did it, right? Because at some point and sometimes in our lives, we really get intimidated by the things that maybe we want to do, maybe some of the dreams that we always had, and we put them off for whatever reason. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's, whatever's going on in our life at that time. But I really want you to share with us some of the things that you did and that invention idea. Oh, I can't wait for you to share that. And then I want us to tell us how you felt doing that and tell me why you did it.
Well, you actually hit it on the nose. So many of us have put our dreams on hold for someday. Well, when you're retired, that time is now. So I'm really so excited to be having the time of my life in my retirement. I'm so excited. And how I got started in it was I actually was a teacher, a college writing teacher for over 40 years. And what I did is I taught technical writing to engineering students engineering and computer science majors. They were all seniors. And I taught them how to write to get to look professional in their dream career. And I had them look up a career that they really wanted to get into. And then one day I realized, my God, these young people in their early, like 20 years old, are going to start at a career that's more than twice my salary.
Right.
And I started thinking, my goodness, it's really fun to inspire others, but I quit. I retired so that I could inspire myself.
Yes. Kudos to you for that. Because
Thank you.
so many people don't do that. We just stick it out. You know, like I'm not sure your age. I think I read it somewhere, but you know, I don't like to worry about people's age. I'll let you say however you want to say how old you are. But my point is, sometimes, you know, when we get at certain ages in our lives, we again kind of put things on hold or say, oh, I can do that. Or we don't have the courage to give up. And we said, okay, I'll do it when, or I'll do it later. And I definitely, like you, I don't want to be the one that, you know, put my dreams on hold because I'm pursuing helping someone else pursue theirs.
Right.
Now, we have another thing in common.
What's that?
I am a college professor as well.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What do you
And
teach?
in the same state, you're at University of Maryland.
Uh-huh.
I was at I'm at Montgomery College.
You are now?
Yes.
I started at Montgomery College.
Really? Oh
Yes.
my
So
God.
you might be my neighbor.
Yes.
Oh my
I
goodness.
did not know that. And when you said you were going on Good Morning Washington, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
exciting too. But I'm not going to tell all your secrets. I'm going to let you tell them. Okay. So we'll move on beyond that because I really want people to hear about this invention. So please tell us about that.
Well, first I want to tell you, while I was teaching, I was getting antsy because I started my idea of my invention my last year of teaching technical writing. And I had my students do all kinds of writing projects that would help them in their career. One of them was I had them write an instruction manual because they were going to be engineers. So as they were doing it, I wrote an instruction manual for my invention because I already had the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had them write a brochure for the company that they wanted to work for, just so they could learn how to make a brochure and do research into the company they wanted to work for. So I did a brochure for my invention. So I was going right along with them. But then I got so busy and so excited about my invention that I had to retire. So I retired at age 68.
Wow.
Okay. So, so I invented a product that not many people invent for older people. Everything is for young people, kids, you know. So my invention is actually for older people because as I got older, I found that when I would go out to eat in a restaurant, I couldn't read the menu or the bill because the print was too small and the restaurant was too dark. So my invention is called Tip and Split.
Tip and Split. I love the name.
It has a magnifier. It has a light in the back, and it can also figure out a tip and split the bill in 3 seconds.
Wow.
So I invented that.
Wow. And that's incredible.
I was so excited to invent it. Now, younger people don't understand it because they don't have the problem with vision that we have when we get older. Okay. But I have that problem. And some people still have 20/20 vision in their 80s, but not me. Okay. So that's my invention. And then when I was working on it, I was trying to get some publicity. And everything that I did, I hired like 3 different consultants to help me get publicity. They got me nothing. They took my money and got me nothing. So I decided to write a book. And the name of my book is called How I Got My Product on QVC, The Today Show, The View, and More in my retirement.
I love that you were able to do that.
Because I was a writing teacher, so it was easy for me. So I wrote the book to help other inventors know how to get their own publicity. Because my thing is, I'm not really in it for the money, although I made a little bit, especially when I was on The View. I sold 8,500 in 1 minute.
In 1 minute?
Yeah, I was on that
That's
show.
got to be a record.
No. I'm sure some
Sounds
people
like
don't
it to
know.
me.
But I was so excited. And how did I get that? I contacted the station. I don't wait for people to contact me. I contact them. And just this last Monday, I was on Good Morning Washington because it was National Inventors Month.
Uh-huh.
And so I wrote to them. I said, would you like to talk to an inventor?
Yeah.
So they put me on, and it was wonderful. It's on my Instagram account.
Yes.
I'm so proud of it.
And I'm proud because I'm a grandma, so it's like one of my own, right? You know.
Yeah.
Being a part of it. So yeah, that's exciting. It was very exciting to me.
So I actually worked on that, but I put it on hold for a while, my invention, because my mind is always full of new ideas. And when COVID came around, I didn't want to promote a product that has you going out to eat in restaurants, especially if you're old, because they were all closed.
Now, before we move on to the next thing, book, let's talk about where people can get that book. That first book. Where can people get that?
It's I have actually a website for my book, and it's called Connie Inukai author.com.
Okay.
They can get it there, or they can get it there, or they can get it on my website, which is Grandmapreneur.com.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And now, do we have to go through Amazon to get it or no?
Yes.
You do have to go through Amazon to get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That sounds good. I wanted to know that because I'm going to get your book. But I wanted to be able to ask that question. Nothing against Amazon, but I just wanted to know. Because I want to be able to get it for myself, because as an entrepreneur, the whole PR thing is a struggle if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
And there are people out there that, like you say, want to get your money. I did a consult with someone. They want to charge me $18,000. I'm like, really? No. Anyway, I thought it was way too much. And then there's no guarantee. So for 18 grand, you need a guarantee.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you can go to my website, which is grandmapreneur.com, and you can see my book.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. So now tell us now about that. So How I Got My Product on QVC, that's the first book, right? And you said we can get that on Amazon. So I just want to kind of recap. Now, I want to find out about this second book. I really love that idea. Oh my God. But before we tell all the secrets, let's take a break right here. Then we'll come back and you can tell us how you even came up with that idea, and then what it really means to you. And I want to tell you something that when I saw it, something that I thought about and I shared with someone else. I want to tell you about that as well. But we'll be right back. Thank you, guys. Okay, Connie, we are back. So now please tell us about the second book. I'm gonna let you even share the title and everything. Then I want to tell you a little something that I did last night. You're gonna laugh about it. But anyway, go ahead. The floor is yours.
So I put my Tip and Split on hold for a while. And it was COVID, and I wanted to give people like me, like our age, something to do, because I never went out of the house for a year. I hardly went out of the house. And so I decided that would be the time when I would write my life story, so after I'm gone, my grandchildren and future generations are going to know all about me. So what I did is I gathered all of my photos. I went through 17 photo albums and took the pictures that I liked. And I gathered them and I put them in a book. And my book is this. And I want my grandkids to know that Grandma used to be young once too.
Right. Grandma was the baby too.
Yeah. And so what I did is I gathered pictures. And one of my favorite pictures is of my mother's parents. And I found a picture of them, and I didn't even know this. My mother never told me. But this picture, I had a caption that says, Grandma Ella and Grandpa Arthur moved to the United States from Poland. They missed the ship over to the United States in 1912 because Ella was pregnant and had morning sickness. The ship they missed was the Titanic. Can you believe that? After I'm gone, nobody will know that. I didn't even know it. I found out through my cousin because it was his father who our grandma was pregnant with. My mother never told me. So I filled the whole book with pictures from my life and my parents' life. Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorite pictures. I have a picture of me sitting on a boat with my mother and father. We used to go fishing every weekend, and we had a boat, and we called it Dr. Skakel. And that's named after my parents, David, Rebecca, that's doctor, and then Sharon, Connie, Arthur, Chucky, Louie, SCACL. And when they had another child, number 6, we all took a vote and called him Eddie. So we wouldn't have to change the name of the boat. So
you have to fit in. That's what they call get in where you fit in.
Right. So I am sharing all of these memories so my grandkids will know about my life as a child.
I love that. I love that.
So what I do, I encourage people when they're retired to do something that they're good at or a hobby. Now, I was a writing teacher. Okay. So it was very easy for me to write this book. Okay. One of the other things I do is my ancestry. I have 2 pages about my ancestry, and I talk
in
about
the book. You mean in the book?
What?
You said the ancestry is a part of the book?
It's part of the book.
Okay.
Because everybody should know it. And first I put down about who in my family, like 6 kids, who was named after who. Okay. And so then I have one little section that says, I'm Jewish, okay? And it says, my name is Connie. That's not a Jewish name. And here's how I got that name. My mother named my older sister Sharon and told my dad that he could choose my name. He chose Francis. When my mom asked my dad where he got that name, he said it was his old girlfriend. Well, Mom was furious and looked at the nurse's badge. Her name was Connie. And that's how I got my name. So I have all these stories to share with my grandchildren. They love reading about it. And I made it based on pictures. And one of the other benefits of having this book is after I'm gone, my kids are going to come over and find drawers and drawers full of pictures. And they're not going to know what to do with them. So I'm going to tell them, don't worry about it. You can throw them all away. I saved the ones that are meaningful to me in my book.
What a beautiful idea, Connie. I love that. So here is what I was going to tell you. Last night, I listened to a podcast I think you did with someone else. And I looked on your website and all that, doing my research. And I was telling my husband about your selfie book. And I said, you need to do that, because he was on the phone talking with his sister about, his mom, and his mom was, what did he say? His mom's mom had her when she was in her like 50s or something. And so all her siblings were, she was the youngest. And I think there was like maybe 15 years, from her and the oldest one or something. And so they were talking about that. And he said, we need to get all this stuff written down. And I said, ooh, I have the perfect thing for you. It was
Oh,
so
yeah.
ironic that he was talking about that at the same time that I was doing my research. And I said to him, I said, you need to do this and get these pictures and all that, because he's a historian type person. He loves history and all that. And so
Right.
I said, this would be a great project for you.
So anybody who contacts me on my website, you can see Write Your Selfie. And if you write to me, if you sign up for it, no, if you just email me on there, I will send you a free ebook on how to do it yourself.
Okay. I will let him know that. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something that he definitely would be interested in doing. Like I said, and when I told him about it last night, he said, that's a great idea. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Write Your Selfie. And then there's one more book, right?
Let me just say one more thing about Write Your Selfie.
Sure.
On my website, you can see my whole book. I put it on there for somebody who wants to get some ideas about their own book.
Okay, perfect. I would definitely look at that. Now, my granddaughter said, beginning of the year of 2023, she said, Grandma, I want all of us to do a project together. So I was thinking last night even that might be a good idea. Everybody get pictures that they like and put it together, and we create this family book.
I think it's a wonderful idea, especially because, I'm kind of thinking that I'm getting older, and so many young people wish that they had known about their ancestors. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of my job to remind them. And if your whole family works on it together, what an amazing project.
Yes. And so we were trying to figure out what that project might be, but I think that's it. I think that is a great idea. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for doing that for all of us, because it's something that people probably, in the end wish, oh God, I wish I would have done something to leave a legacy, or at least so they would know who Grandma really is. Because
my grandkids love that.
Yes.
My grandkids love going through my book.
I bet.
One picture of my mother and my sister and one of my brothers standing next to an old car with me. And I said, see that car? It was a Plymouth. I was born in that car. No, so they laugh about it. Really, Grandma? I said, yep. So the whole book has pictures that have some kind of meaning to me, and they're fun for the kids to read.
Yes. That's incredible, really incredible. So the second book, Write Your Selfie, the third book, please tell us about that now.
Well,
share that with us.
The third, the book that I just wrote recently is actually to inspire people who are older, like in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, that it's never too late to start a business. And why? Because I believe it keeps you young.
Yes.
Okay. I believe I can't wait to wake up every morning because I'm doing so many things. So my new book is called Retirement. Dream big, take action, make money.
Ooh, I love it.
Because when we retire, we may not have enough money to pay our bills. So this little side job can help you get through and give you the time of your life.
Yes.
So for my book, I interviewed 10 second act entrepreneurs who started a business. They started a business in their 60s, 70s, and one of them is 89.
Tell us a few of the names. Tell us who's in there. I want to know. I must know.
You must know?
Yeah, I must know who's in there.
There's just normal people.
Yeah, I love that.
One of them is from our area.
Okay.
Her name is Pamela Vines.
Okay,
and
Pamela
she does
Vines.
documentaries. Okay. She's retired from the Army. And she started a business doing documentaries.
Oh, wow.
But you could, if you look, I mean, I have 10 people. Okay. Another one is a man who was a patent attorney, and he had to retire because he had Parkinson's disease and he couldn't do all the research he needed. So now he's a musician, and he actually teaches people how to play the guitar to help them thwart off Parkinson's disease.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, they're all so interesting. They're all doing something that they love because they quit the 9-to-5 job. Some of them had to quit, and some of them just wanted to quit. Like I wanted to quit. Then I have my story in the book too. So I have 10 people plus me. And then I give them ideas on how to start a business.
Wonderful. That's so exciting. Oh my God. So in the book, you highlight those people that are already doing it. And then you also give advice on how to get started if you're trying to figure that out. Excellent.
And if anybody wants to contact me, I can, brainstorm ideas with them because you see, I'm retired and I love doing this. I want to help as many people as I can.
Now, do you coach people or just mentoring them? What are you saying?
I haven't coached anybody yet.
Okay. So you're just listening and mentoring.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Excellent. So people, I'm sure when people hear this, they're going to jump on it. So I better call you tomorrow so that I can get ahead of the game. Because I really do want to have another conversation with you. I love what you're doing. It's very exciting. And like you, I'm at an exciting time in my life as well. I'm in my 60s. And so I feel like I'm just getting started.
Exactly.
And I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun.
Exactly. And when you hit 70, you won't even be afraid to say, I'm 75.
Right. I have a friend who's turning 75 this year. And that girl looks like and I call her girl because we're friends, but she looks like she's 26 or not even 30. I'm like, wow, it's amazing.
Because I think if you love what you're doing, you stay young. So that's why I'm doing it.
I love that. I love that. And I know you were featured in the Entrepreneurship magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to tell us about that? I love the title of that.
I wrote 2 articles.
Yeah. Okay.
One was called 6 Reasons to Pursue Entrepreneurship in Your Retirement. And that's actually the basis for my book.
Okay.
And the second article I wrote was, do I need a business coach? Because I was looking for a business coach. So I interviewed 15 business coaches to find out, what should I look for? And then I hired one, but actually I hired the wrong one. He didn't help so much. I spent money and he didn't really help. But I'm still looking for a business coach because I think it's a very good idea to have somebody to mentor you.
Yes. I agree with that. I've even done the SCORE folks, those folks before COVID.
I'm in SCORE. I'm in SCORE, and just this week they nominated me for Women's International Month.
History Month. Yeah.
History Month. They put me in it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, your resume speaks for itself, Connie.
Well, I'm really having the time of my life.
Yeah, and I can tell it looks like it because I can see the joy all over your face. I'm very excited for you, and I'm very excited to know you. I'm just so happy that I found you. Okay. And, it's so funny these days because you can find people online that, are doing wonderful things. I mean, all the grandmas that I've highlighted on my show and through my Zoom events and different things that I've had and in the book are all people that most of them are people that I found online, and then just got to know. And there's some wonderful people out there. I know that the world we live in today, sometimes we feel, people aren't good, but I always say, nope, I want to dispel that myth because I think there's a lot of good people out there. For example, the woman that owns the studio is a grandma as well. And that's what connected me with her. So I'm all about grandmas and helping and highlighting what they're doing because we are doing some phenomenal things out here.
It's all different from how it used to be.
Yes, exactly. I always say the grandmas today are not like grandmas of the past, but I'm just so
Right.
excited. But now, Connie, I want to kind of want to hear you. I want you to tell us rather what it is, we can get in touch with you, Instagram, Facebook, website, all of that information, because I don't want us to leave without sharing that. I want people to hear that.
Okay, well, that would be great. So I'm trying to build a community. So I now have a Facebook page called Grandmapreneur.
Okay.
Okay. I have my website, which is grandmapreneur.com. By the way, I trademarked the name Grandmapreneur.
Good for you.
Yes. But I have seen a lot of other people calling themselves grandmapreneurs because everyone likes it. And a lawyer told me that, and she said I should sue them or ask them to take it off. But why would I want to sue a grandma?
The grandma, right?
But I do have the trademark for that name. So, I'm really happy. And I knew how to trademark it. I trademarked it myself because I'm an inventor and we have to know about trademarks.
Yes. Yeah. And so we've got your Facebook. Are you on Instagram as well? I think you are, right?
Yeah, it's also Grandmapreneur.
Okay, so everything is grandma.
Everything is Grandmapreneur, and my website is grandmapreneur.com.
Okay, excellent. So Connie, thank you so much. We're running out of time here, and I hate to go over because I know your time is precious. So I just want to thank you so much for being on the show with me. I've enjoyed getting to know you. This is not the last time that we're going to talk, and we're going to be new besties. Okay. So you will definitely hear from me. I'm thinking I would love to have you in our book, the second edition of our book, Stories of Inspiration, Life Lessons and Wisdom from Grandmas. I would love for you to be a part of that.
Thank you. I would love to.
Your quotes that you said, passion has no expiration date.
Exactly.
I love that.
You and I are both examples of that.
Yes. And I don't know, are there any final thoughts that you want to leave us with?
No, I'm really glad to get to know you.
Thank you so much.
And I hope to meet up with you because you are probably my neighbor.
Yes, that's definitely. We would definitely. Yeah, we should try to schedule a face-to-face. That would be good. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll call you next week and then we can schedule a face-to-face.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Connie.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.